Now, all this week, we've been marking the anniversary of the first COVID-19 lockdown. 5 years on from the pandemic, more than 2 million people are suffering with long COVID. 18-year-old Tilly Galloway first contracted the virus in 2020, and despite receiving NHS as well as private treatment, she hasn't been able to get rid of her symptoms. Tilly had to leave school in year 10 as most days she struggles to get out of bed. Jasmine Sandar went to meet her.
Life has just completely changed. You know, before this I was a healthy 12-year-old doing gymnastics, dance, ice skating, going to school, and now to, Sundays I can't get out of bed, I can't get dressed.
Tilly has struggled with long COVID for 5 years now, but initially she was told it was something else.
I got diagnosed with poorly controlled asthma, and now tests show that I've never had asthma.
Do you feel that your health concerns were taken seriously?
No, I think they just sort of brushed it off. They all just sort of blamed it on anxiety and mental health and just said, I need counselling and breathing exercises and things.
And there wasn't just a lack of support for Tilly medically, but academically too.
The school were incredibly unsupportive and wouldn't put anything in place. They were sort of still trying to get me to go in, but I couldn't even get out of bed, let alone get into school.
Staying at home has also affected other people in her life.
I used to work at a school, and Tilly was just too poorly to be left, so I changed jobs so that I work at home primarily most of the time now. Obviously the finances is difficult because the treatment isn't cheap, that we have to continue to pay for.
Over 2 million people suffer with long COVID in the UK, and that number is still rising. Tilly tried treatment through the NHS, but ended up having to go private. Dr. Ben Sinclair took on long COVID patients after learning how to overcome it himself and has been researching the illness ever since.
What we're finding is that some people produce way too many antibodies and some people produce very little at all. And those two groups get this fatigue syndrome because their immune system is either overactive or exhausted. There are some medications that can help, but the research is lagging behind.
While the research into long COVID continues, there's not much else Tilly can do. Currently, she is working towards her maths GCSE, but eventually Tilly hopes to become a children's paediatric nurse to help others like herself. Jasmine Sandar, BBC Midlands Today, Birmingham.